So we can continue the problem. Have you all wrote the question? I think we didn't, right? Then write down the question, that is ABCD is a square whose side length is 2 meter. Okay. Forces of magnitude 10, 20, 80 and 50 Newton act along AB, BC, CD and DA. Okay. Respectively, forces of magnitude 50 root 2 Newton and 20 root 2 Newton act along the diagonal AC and DB respectively. Show that they are equivalent to a couple and calculate the moment of this couple. Okay, this is the question. So please write down the question and draw the figure. Okay, ABCD is a square whose side length is 2 meter. Forces of magnitude 10, 20, 80 and 50 Newton. 10, 20, 80 and 50 Newton. Act along AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Forces of magnitude 50 Newton, 50 root 2 Newton and 20 root 2 Newton act along the diagonal AC and DB respectively. Show that they are equivalent to a couple and calculate the moment of the couple. Okay. So just draw the figure. First of all, draw a square ABCD and mark the all forces acting along the side of the square. Here 20 Newton. All are Newton. The unit of all forces are Newton, right? This is not 10 kilonewton, it is 10 Newton, okay? Okay, 20 Newton act along BC upward direction and 80 Newton act along DC left hand direction and 50 Newton along DA downward direction and 10 Newton along AB right hand direction and a force 50 root 2 along diagonal AC and 20 root 2 along diagonal DB. Okay. These are the forces which are acting in ABCD. Okay. So now we have to show that the entire force system is an example of couple. Okay. It's an example of couple. And also we have to calculate the moment of this couple. Okay. A couple have a moment. So we have to calculate the moment, the value of the moment. We have to find the value of that moment. Okay. So what is couple? What is a couple? What are the features of a couple? Or what are the properties of a couple? Couple means what? Equal and opposite forces. Okay. The resultant. What is the resultant of a couple? Are equal to?
0.
0. Yes, right. And what about the moment? What about the moment? Moment equal to 0. It is right? Is it right? For a couple, resultant is 0, but moment is not equal to 0. So this is called a couple. If moment equal to 0, the entire system is in equilibrium. Okay. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say the entire system act as a couple. Okay. So we have to prove that R equal to 0 and moment should have a value not equal to 0. Okay. So first of all, you have to find out the resultant force here. How we can find out the resultant? We know how to find out the resultant of a parallel force. Okay, resultant of parallel forces. We done some problems in previous classes, right? So you have to calculate the resultant first. So first of all, to find out the resultant, what is the equation to find out the resultant? R equal to same root of sigma fx square plus sigma fy square. So first of all, you have to find sigma fx. Okay. So what is sigma fx here? Which are the forces acting in x direction? Consider the forces acting in x direction. 10 Newton. It is acting in x direction. It is right hand side acting. So it is positive, right? And also 20 Newton. Is it in x direction? Is it acting in x direction? 20 Newton? No, it is in y direction. So no need to consider 20 and 50 Newton. Okay. Then 80 Newton. What about 80 Newton? It is also acting in x direction. You need to consider the direction of the forces. Okay. So here 80 Newton is acting in left hand direction. So it is negative. So sigma fx equal to 10 minus 80. Then there are two forces here in diagonal acting in the diagonal, that is 50 root 2 and 20 root 2. What about these forces? What about these forces? We have to consider the components, okay? Because it is acting, these two forces are inclined forces, okay? So we need to consider its component, x component. So what is the x component of 50 root 2? X component. What is the inclination of 50 root 2? What is the inclination of 50 root 2? 45. Because the interior angle of a square is 90. If you draw a diagonal, then what is the inclination of that diagonal? It should be half of that 90. Half of the 90 is 45. Okay. So the inclination of 50 root 2 should be 45 degree. Okay. What is then x component of 50 root 2 here? 50 root 2 x component. Yes. 50 root 2. 50 root 2 cos 45, right? 50 root 2 cos 45 is the x component. Okay. So write down sigma fx, sigma fy. And what about 20 root 2? 20 root 2. So here I am writing sigma fx firstly. Sigma fx equal to 20 minus 80. Then component of 50 root 2. 50 root 2 component is, it is acting in first quadrant, right? 50 root 2. So this is the x component and this is the y component. So this inclination is 45. So 50 root 2 cos 45. Then other one is 50 root 2 sin 45. So here it is acting in right hand direction. So we can take the component as positive. Okay. 50 root 2 cos 45. Okay. Then what about the other forces which is acting in diagonal? dB 20 root 2. It is acting in fourth quadrant, right? Fourth quadrant. It is 20 root 2. Okay. So what about this angle? What about the inclination? It is also 45 degree. Okay. 45 degree. So the components are 20 root 2 cos 45 and y component is 20 root 2 sine component. Sine 45 and cos 45 are same. Okay. So here we have to consider the x component. It is acting in right hand direction, so it is positive. So here you can put the value 20 root 2 cos 45. Okay. So find out the entire value of sigma fx. Then here I am considering sigma fy. Sigma fy. Which are the forces in y direction? Here 50 Newton and 20 Newton are the forces which is acting in y axis. So what about the sign 50 Newton? What about the sign of 50 Newton? Positive or negative? 50 Newton negative, right. So it is negative 50, then 20 plus, okay, it is acting upward, so it is 20. Then we have to consider the components of this diagonal forces. Okay, the component of diagonal forces in y direction is 50 root 2 sine 45. It is acting upward, so it is positive. Okay, so 50 root 2 sine 45. Then what about 20 root 2? Y component of 20 root 2 is acting downward direction, so that is negative 20 root 2 sine 45. Then find the value of sigma fx and sigma fy. What is the value of sigma fx? Zero. Uh, Look at this. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2, right? Then 1 by root and root 2 will get cancelled. And here also cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Then root 2 get cancelled. Then remaining is 20 and here 50. Okay. Then here 20 minus 80 plus 50 plus 20. That means 20 minus 80 plus 50 plus 20, right? 50 plus 20 is 70. Okay. Is it right? Is it right or wrong? Sigma fx equal to 0. Okay. Then while doing this sigma fy, you will got the answer. What is the answer sigma fy? What is the answer sigma fy? Okay. So it is 0. Okay, here it is not 20, it is 10. Okay, 10 Newton is acting in y direction, sorry, x direction. Okay. ഞാൻ ശരിക്കും എഴുതിയപ്പോൾ തെറ്റിപ്പോയതാണ് അത് 20 അല്ല, ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് 10 ആണ് കേട്ടോ. 20 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് y ഡയറക്ഷനിലാണ് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് 20, ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് 10. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ഓക്കെ, 0. So what about the resultant? So what about the resultant? Root sigma fx square plus sigma fy square. That is root of 0 square plus 0 square are equal to 0. So resultant is 0. So we cannot say that the entire system is a couple or the entire system is in equilibrium. We have to clarify that one. How we can clarify it? How we can clarify the entire system is an example of couple. We have to calculate the moment. Okay, so you can calculate moment about any of the point that should have a value. Okay, so you can find out moment about A. So find out the moment about A. How we can find out moment about A? I'm erasing all the values here. So find out moment about A. Okay. While considering the moment about A, you don't need to consider the forces which is acting along the point A. So here, which are the forces acting along A? Which are the forces acting along the point A? Here 50 Newton is acting along point A. So you don't need to consider 50 Newton. Okay. And also 10 Newton. 10 Newton is also acting along the direction of acting along the direction or acting along point A. So you don't need to consider 10 Newton also. Okay. And also here 50 root 2 Newton. Okay. 50 root 2 Newton also acting along point A. It is passing through, the line of action is passing through point A. So you don't need to consider this 50 Newton also. Okay. You have to consider other remaining three forces. Okay. That is 80 Newton, 20 Newton, 20 root 2. It is the line of action is not passing through point A. Okay, so you can easily calculate MA. So tell me what is MA? What about 80 Newton? 80 into perpendicular distance. 80 into what is the perpendicular distance between the line of action of 80 Newton and point A? Here, what is the, so this is the line of action. What is the perpendicular distance between 80 Newton and point A? 2. Because from here to DA is the perpendicular distance. So DA is equal to 2 meter, side of the square. So it is 2 meter. Whether it is positive or negative. The moment is positive or negative. Apply this force by fixing the point A. In the beam DA, what is the rotation? What is the direction of rotation? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Consider AD and rotate it. Anti-clockwise, so it is negative, right? So next, 20 Newton. What about 20 Newton? 20 into perpendicular distance between 20 Newton and point A. Perpendicular, this is the line of action, right? Okay, what is the perpendicular distance between A and this line of action? It is also 2 meters. So positive or negative sign? Consider the beam AB, perpendicular distance or AB, and apply this force 20 Newton and rotate it by fixing the point A. What is the rotation? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? What is the direction of rotation? Anti-clockwise. So it is negative. Okay. Then next we have to consider the force 20 root 2. Is it possible to consider 20 root 2? We have to consider the component, right? So here we resolve the forces 20 root 2 into two components, 20 root 2 cos 45 and 20 root 2 sin 45. So apply this. If you are considering this one, this is 20 root 2 cos 45 and this is 20 root 2 sin 45. Okay. If you apply this components in this entire figure, okay, here 20 root 2 sin 45, which is the line of action is passing through point A, so no need to consider this force. Okay, no need to consider the component of 20 root 2 sin 45, that is y component. Okay, we can avoid y component because it is acting, the line of action is passing through point A, so no need to consider the y component of 20 root 2. So we have to consider the x component only. Okay, 20 root 2 cos 45, the line of action is along x direction. Okay, what is the perpendicular distance between 20 root 2 cos 45 and point A? What is the perpendicular distance? Same as that of 80 Newton. It is 2 meter. Okay, it is acting along right hand direction. So what is the direction of rotation? Positive or negative? Anti-clockwise or clockwise? If you are applying 20 Newton to the beam AD, yes, it is clockwise, so it is positive. Okay, so you can write positive 20 root 2 cos 45 into 2. So what is the value of moment? Is it 0? Find out the value. If it is 0, we can set the entire system is in equilibrium. If it is not equal to 0, we get a value for MA. We can set that it is a couple. Okay. So it is mainly depends upon the value of MA. Okay. So what is the value? Did you get any value or it is 0? Yes, negative 160 Newton meter. What does this negative sign indicates? You can avoid this negative sign by telling the direction. Okay, direction. What is the negative sign? Direction means counterclockwise direction. That means anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise direction. Okay, 160 Newton meter counterclockwise. Okay, the moment is counterclockwise. So moment has a value that is 160 Newton. It is not equal to, sorry, it is not equal to 0. So we can set that R equal to 0 and moment not equal to 0. That means it is a example for couple. So we put that it is an example of couple. Okay, right? Is it clear? Have you all understood? Okay. Shall we move to the next question? Okay. Next we are doing resolution of a given force into a force acting at a given point and couple. Okay. Here we are going to resolve a single force. We know we can move any forces along the direction of its line of action, right? That if you're considering 10 kilonewton, this is the line of action. So we can move anywhere along the direction of line of action. We can move this 10 kilonewton along the direction of line of action, right? Is it possible to move 10 kilonewton in point B? Is it possible? Or it is right? In the next step, I am going to transfer the force 10 kilonewton from point A to point B. So is it possible, or the entire system will become any disorder? So is it possible? According to law of transmissibility, we can move 10 kilonewton along line of action, okay? Anywhere along the line of action. But it is not possible to transfer a single force from one point to another. If we have to move the forces from one point to another, we have to consider the entire system. The entire system should be what? Equilibrium. Okay, the entire system should possess the same value as that of the original value. Okay, if considering this force system, we know what is the total resultant force acting in this question. What is the resultant force here? Here only we can see only one force is acting in the beam, that is 10 kilonewton downward direction. So the resultant force or the entire force system is 10 kilonewton acting downward direction. Okay. So I have to move this 10 kilonewton from point A to point B. Okay. Now I am doing the thing, that is I am here transferring the force 10 kilonewton from A to B. Okay. But when we are considering the first state of the force, what about the moment about B here? What about the moment? While considering the second case, the resultant or the total entire force in this system also 10 kilonewton, right? It is equal to 10 kilonewton. So can we say that the two force systems are equal? Can we say? No, it is not said. It is not possible, or it is not equal. The two force systems are not equal because we have to consider the moment system also. Okay. While considering the total resultant force, it is 10 kilonewton acting downward direction. But while considering the moment, if you are considering the moment about B, for the first case, what is MB? What is MB? Moment about B. Tell me what is MB in the first case. From the first figure, what is MB? 10 into perpendicular distance between force and point. What is MB? 10 into? Yes, 10 into 3. Positive or negative? Positive or negative? Fixing the point B and rotate the beam AB with the help of 10 kilonewton. What is the direction? What is the direction of rotation? Anti-clockwise. So it is negative sign. Okay. 10 into 3, that is negative 30 kilonewton meter. Okay. That is 30 kilonewton meter counter-clockwise direction. So while considering the second figure, what is the value of MB here? MB equal to, we don't have to consider the force which is acting along the point that we are considering the moment. Okay. So here 10 kilonewton is acting on the point B. So don't need to consider the force 10 kilonewton. So when we are considering other forces, there is no forces acting in this beam. Okay. So it is 0, right? MB is 0. So we cannot say that two system is equal. Two system is not same. Okay. So we have to consider the two. We have to make two system equal. We have to consider the moment also. We have to apply this MB, that is moment about B, 30 kilonewton meter in the second figure. So it is counterclockwise direction. So I am applying this 30 Newton in the second figure. 30 kilonewton meter. So direction of force is counterclockwise. So the arrow is like this. Okay. So if you are considering MB, it is not 0. It is already given that 30 kilonewton meter. Okay. So now while considering the resultant force, both system have 10 kilonewton and about moment about B is 30 kilonewton meter acting in counterclockwise direction. So now the system is equal. Okay. Have you all understood? Have you all understood? എടാ മനസ്സിലായോ പറഞ്ഞത്? Clear ആയോ? Okay. So you can write that so find out firstly you have to find out sigma FV because only the force is acting in y direction, that is vertical direction. Okay, that is negative 10 kilonewton. Then you have to consider moment about B. That is 30 kilonewton meter counterclockwise direction. So you have to apply 30 kilonewton at the point B. Okay. So you need to resolve a given forces into a force and acting at a given point in a couple. Okay. So അതായത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തരികയാണ്, ഒരു പോയിന്റിനെ അല്ല ഒരു ഫോഴ്സിനെ ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ നിന്ന് മറ്റൊരു പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വെറുതെ ഒരു ഫോഴ്സിനെ നമുക്കൊരു പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അലോങ് ദ ലൈൻ ഓഫ് ആക്ഷൻ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് പോസിബിൾ, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് പോസിബിൾ ടു ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ദ എൻ്റെ ഫോഴ്സ് ഫ്രം വൺ പോയിന്റ് ടു അനദർ. ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാലുള്ള കുഴപ്പം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തന്നു. അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ടോട്ടൽ റിസൾട്ടന്റ് ഫോഴ്സ് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കറക്റ്റ് കിട്ടും. ബട്ട് മൊമെന്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. രണ്ട് സിസ്റ്റത്തിലും മൊമെന്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. സോ മൊമെന്റും ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. അപ്പൊ മൊമെന്റ് ഈക്വൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ആദ്യത്തെ സിസ്റ്റത്തിലെ മൊമെന്റ് എത്രയാണോ അത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക, ആ പോയിന്റിൽ അങ്ങോട്ട് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക. എന്താണോ ഡയറക്ഷൻ ആ ഡയറക്ഷൻ അങ്ങോട്ട് കൊടുക്കുക. അത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. സോ നെക്സ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മളിപ്പം ബിയിലേക്കാണ് ഇത് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്തത്. സിമിലർലി നമ്മൾ സിയിലേക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. അപ്പൊ എന്തായിരിക്കും വരിക? സിഗ്മ എഫ് ഇ, ദ റിസൾട്ടന്റ് ഫോഴ്സ് ഇസ് അഗൈൻ നെഗറ്റീവ് 10. What about the moment about C? Moment about C എന്തായിരിക്കും? What about the moment about C? 10 into distance between the line of action of 10 kilonewton and point C. What is the distance, perpendicular distance? 4 meter, right? So 10 into 4. Okay, here 10 into 4. That is 40 kilonewton meter. What about the angle? What about the direction of the rotation? direction is clockwise while considering the beam CA and fixing the point C. Okay, the direction of rotation is clockwise. So it is positive. Okay. So draw the figure. Figure എങ്ങനെയാ വരക്കുക ഇനി? Draw the figure. എങ്ങനെയായിരിക്കും? സിയിലേക്കാണ് നമുക്ക് മാറ്റേണ്ടത്. We have to transfer the force at the point C. Okay. So 10 kilonewton should be acting downward direction at point C and have to consider the moment also. Okay. So 40 kilonewton meter clockwise direction. It is not counterclockwise, it is clockwise direction. So the rotation is like this, clockwise. Okay, 40 kilonewton meter. So just apply that moment at the point C. Okay. So now it is balanced. Now the first system and the third system is balanced. Okay, equal. Have you all understood? Okay. So the question should be like this. Replace the force acting at A by a force and a couple, okay, at B and C. We can replace any of the force from one point to another point by a force and a couple, okay. So now do another problem. A rigid bar AB is acted upon by forces as shown in figure. Okay. Reduce the force system to a single force. Single force means we have to find out the resultant, right? Then force momentum system at A. That is, we have to transfer the entire single force. That is, if we find out the resultant R, then we have to transfer or replace the resultant force at point A. Okay, point A, and have to transfer the same resultant at point C. So first of all, you have to find out the resultant and have to transfer or replace the resultant at point A, then have to transfer at point D. So this is the question, okay. So draw the figure and write down the question, okay. So from this figure, you can easily find out the resultant. So what is the resultant here? 8 and 12 kilonewton is acting upward direction. So 8 plus 12, that is 20 kilonewton is acting upward direction. 6 and 8 kilonewton is acting downward direction. And then 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8 means 14 kilonewton is acting downward. So we should have to subtract from higher to lower value. Or upper force is 20 kilonewton and lower forces, the forces which is acting downward direction is 14 kilonewton. So what is the resultant force here? R equal to, what is the resultant force? Yes, 6 kilonewton, okay. R equal to 6 kilonewton. So this is the first question. We have to find out the resultant force or have to convert the entire system into a single force system, okay. Okay, now let's do the second problem. Second problem has to force moment system at A. We have to replace the resultant to the point A, at the point A. Okay. Before that, we have to consider we have to consider the position of resultant force at beam AB. Okay. We have to find out the position of R. How we can find out the position of R? So before doing the second problem, we can find out the position of R. Okay. So what is the position of R? How we can find out the position? We can find out the position by considering the moment, right? So here is the beam AB. So this is the beam AB. So we don't know where the resultant force R is acting on AB. We don't know the point at which the resultant force R is acting on AB. So here I am considering the distance from A is x distance, x meter, okay? This is the x meter from A, where the resultant force R is acting. Resultant force R is 6 kilonewton. It is positive value, so it should be acting upward direction, right? Okay, this is R. So what about moment A? Ma equal to what is the moment? R into x. Is it positive or negative? R into x. R equal to 6 kilonewton, right? So 6 into x is the moment. It is positive value because the rotation is clockwise. Sorry, it is negative because the rotation is anti-clockwise direction, right? Okay. Then while considering the entire force system, while considering this our question, the figure in the question, MA, what about MA? By considering the first figure, MA equal to consider the individual moment, okay? We don't have to consider 8 kilonewton because the line of action of 8 kilonewton is along point A. So don't have to consider 8 kilonewton here. So we can neglect 8 kilonewton. We can consider all other three forces. What about 6 kilonewton? What is the moment created by 6 kilonewton? 6 into 4, right? That is distance from A to 6 is 6 kilonewton is 4. Okay. What is the sign of this moment? What is the sign of this moment? The rotation is clockwise direction, so it is positive, right? Then next is 8 kilonewton. 8 kilonewton, 8 into distance between 8 kilonewton and point A. What is the distance between 8 kilonewton and point A? Tell me what is the distance between? Yes, 8. It is 8. 4 plus 4, it is 8. And it is also positive because the rotation is in clockwise direction. Then consider 12 kilonewton. 12 into 4 plus 3. Okay, 12 kilonewton and point A distance is 4 plus 4 plus 3. That is 8 plus 3. What is 8 plus 3? It is 11, right? Is it positive or negative? Positive or negative? Positive or negative? Negative, because it is acting in counterclockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So what is the value of MA here? Find out the value of MA and tell me what is the value. What is the value of MA? Yes, negative 44. Okay. Negative 44 means 44 kilonewton meter. That is counterclockwise direction. So here, this MA, first equation and second equation should be equal. Both are the values of MA. So we can write that first equation equal to second equation. Then you can easily find out the value of x. So negative 6 into x equal to negative 44. So what is the value of x here? What is x? X equal to, what is the value? (44) divided by 6. What is the value? 7.33. That means 7.33 meter from A. That is our resultant R is acting upward direction 7 point and have a distance of 7.33 meter from A. Okay, so here you can write 7.33 meter. So now we find out the distance of R which our resultant force is acting in beam AB. Okay, so this is the resultant. We can do the remaining portion in our next class. Okay, don't leave.